We're here live, Mill City Boxing, home of the high-level pro boxing media, and I am here with the legend himself, Sugar Shane Mosley. What's going on, man?
Hey, how you doing? Doing good.
So you're in PR, man. How's the PR life treating you?
It's pretty good. I mean, I just got back from Dallas. So I've been in I was in Puerto Rico for a little bit and then went to Dallas and home back to Puerto Rico. I've been traveling around Vegas. Yeah, that's like my circle.
Yeah, it's nice to see you moving around a lot. Like I've been seeing you helping, the 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 Vargas
Yeah,
family,
yeah,
sparring still.
yeah, yeah.
I was actually on the I got a podcast with Zab Judah and
Uh-huh.
we tapped in Jay Leon Love and he was talking about how you're just still brick solid still today and you're sparring and everything. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself in shape. You know, there might be an exhibition coming down the pike, so I want to keep myself, semi ready, and until they say, okay, yeah, we want to do the exhibition or not. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
That's exciting because you're a man that never really backed down from any challenges. So to be able to hear that, the name that you're going to be going against must be something like entertaining, you know?
It should be, yeah.
Not giving out anything out too early. I understand. I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
So yesterday you was in the press conference. Now you're back in Puerto Rico. Seems like you're working a lot with Jake again. How's that going on?
It's going pretty good. I think we have a really good team. A lot of great people in the camp. And I think that for this fight, his mind's gonna be a lot focused, more focused, and he's gonna pick up a little bit of basic tools that he needs for future fights and for this fight too as well. And I see him coming out victorious.
Mm, mm. What has he, because you guys had some space. What has he said, like, as far as calling you back in and saying, hey, I need that Sugar Shane Mosley training again? Like, what were some of the things that he has pointed out to you?
Well, it was kind of mutual, you know what I'm saying? Like I actually watched his fight I watched a little bit of his fight with Tommy Fury, and I seen little rookie mistakes he was making, uh, and I wanted to help him correct it. So I actually just gave him a text. It was like, if you need some help with some of the stuff, you know that I know my stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'll make sure that you won't be exploited with these little tactics that some of these fighters are doing. And
Right.
so you want to bring it back in, but I think that it was Jay Leon was already in his camp already, and then Jay Leon asked for or said that I guess Theo Chambers, he's a good trainer as well, and he's been around the sport for a while, and brought him in, and I kind of came in like after that. So I'm kind of overseeing everything and watching. Theo's actually, working on a lot of the basics and stuff like the stuff that some of the amateurs, professionals, stuff like that they need to work on. So Jake kind of worked. Jake kind of was, I trained him and showed him the basics and all that stuff, and then I left, and then he was with BJ Flores and a few others, and then it started probably getting kind of haywire a little bit, like not really I wouldn't say focused, but not really on track. Just they're just fighting, you know what I'm saying? They started fighting. And he needed to learn more of the basics, more of the stability of being a fighter. He didn't get that chance. He didn't have an amateur career. He only been boxing for 3 years, and already he's doing 8 rounders. You know what I'm saying? 8 to 10 rounders. You know what I'm saying? And mega fights. So I mean that's remarkable just in itself.
Right, right. So how do you see this fight playing out? Do you see it going a distance? You think he's going to KO Nate Diaz? What are your beliefs?
Well, my beliefs as a fighter, just me in general, I like going for knockouts or like to set it up where you have the opportunity to get a knockout. Um, with Jake's speed and power and what I'm seeing from him right now, I can see a knockout. I can see him knocking him out. I think that Nate is, tough and everything, and probably in his weight class at 170 or whatever it is that he fights when he's doing UFC. But they're gonna be fighting at 185. Boxing match is gonna be, it's a lot different from the UFC type of punching, and I see Nate being a little surprised by how good Jake is, or how powerful he is, like really the speed and power.
Right, absolutely. And being at the age of 38 years old, it might be, quite of a shocker.
Yeah, I mean that too. I mean Nate Diaz been in a lot of fights and a lot of wars, so he's an older 38. I actually fought till I was 46,
Mm-hmm.
and there's some fighters that can fight that long too as well. So, um, but he's been in more wars, and he's an older 38 than some.
Yes, yes, I agree. Those wars take a toll on you for sure. And
Yeah.
before I get into my next question that has to do with wars, as far as being in Puerto Rico right now, and you having that big fight with Miguel Cotto, has people been like, coming up to you at all?
I mean, they come up to me just because of me, but I think that I was more in the Felix Trinidad era. So me and Felix are more in the, so they're more how can I say, they're more fans of Felix than Cotto.
Yep, yep, yep.
I have to say I probably am too. I do like Felix Trinidad. I have to say the same thing, but I do like Cotto as well. He's a good guy. But Felix, I mean, he had that, like, Puerto Rico, it's different, So
He's like the Muhammad Ali of Puerto Rico.
yeah, yeah. It's just like he was more outspoken and more like, fan friendly, and Cotto was kind to himself, and a great fighter, but just more to himself, and do his business and get out.
Yeah, I understand it. And it's like styles too. It's like, Trinidad went down. Now it's a fight.
Yeah, now it's fun. Now we're
Right. So another